Whoa. Hello. I'm watering my desert garden. Oh, how am I going to fix my glasses? My nose is so greasy out here in the sun. Hello. If you've visited before, or even if you're new, hello. So it's been a while since I recorded. I probably could have recorded multiple times between then and now, but I don't know. I just didn't let myself do it. Probably a mistake, but whatever. I wanted to talk about something that I was just pondering. It was like coming to me. It was coming to me in a thought form. And it was almost like I was acknowledging the message that was coming through. And I was like, whoa, this is cool. So let me switch over the camera and then go to just a conversation. It'll be easier. I'm watering my desert landscape here. Hold on. Oh, all right. So this is my desert landscaping. It's so gorgeous. Love it so much. Why is she watering the desert? Because I want to give it as much love and tenderness and care as possible. It is my land to be a steward of, and that's kind of where I'm at. Anyhow, that's not the point of this video today. So I was thinking about healing people and whether, if I heal people, right, whether I need to get the person's approval to heal them or not, right? Oh, here's another part of my cool landscape. Cool rocks. Those just came out of the earth right here. It's pretty cool. Anywho, if I'm going to heal people, sorry, I've had hair in my mouth. Do I have to get their approval? So I was contemplating that. My first thought was no. Then my second thought was yes. And these were thoughts within seconds of one another. And I thought, yeah, I should probably get their approval. Ultimately, that's the point of this video, is if I'm going to heal somebody, I should probably get their approval that they do indeed want healed. Because they may not want to be healed, right? It took a long time for us as beings to get here through the whole birth process and growing up, and through that whole growing up stage, if we're lucky enough to grow up, we experience lots of things, and in those things we experience challenges that equate in many cases to traumas of our younger years. And so for some reason we've orchestrated our life to experience certain experiences, and a lot of those in some cases are traumatic experiences. And with all experiences, we're supposed to learn and gain something from it, and that is part of this journey, is to take a trauma that has occurred to us, occurred against us, or we participated in, and now dissect it. Now that is behind you, what good came of that? That maybe it's just an absolute horrendous situation. You're like, there's nothing good that came out of that. Like, how is that even possible? But if you think long and hard, even let's say the Holocaust, right? Horrible tragedies. Like, are you kidding me? That kind of stuff actually happened not long before I was born. How is that even possible? But it was possible. But there were good things that came out of that, out of the result of the trauma. I don't know what they were, but it would take me some time to try to even think of one. I think people are more loving towards one another than they were during that period of time. People want to argue about that, whatever. That's just my assessment of the situation. So with the regard to healing somebody without their approval, that person may have come here wanting to experience something very traumatic, possibly even deadly, like maybe somebody has cancer. And maybe they want to go through that experience to whatever. I don't know what that person would want to learn from that particular experience, but there is something to learn. So if I end that learning process early and heal them, will their soul's journey be upset that I healed them? And they're like, dang it, we wanted to really experience that situation. Now we got to come back around. Or maybe we could make it happen still in this life, and then maybe the person relapses and gets cancer again. I don't know. So that was an interesting thought. Here I thought, being a do-good deed doer, that I thought that, of course, healing anyone that I possibly could would be the best thing. And it turns out I don't think it is. It really isn't. So that was a cool acknowledgement or personal lessons learned for myself. And I just wanted to share that for any healers that might be on a similar path as me, and they're kind of mucking around in the soupy sands and trying to figure this path out yourselves, and you're clear, but then you're not clear, and then you fiddle-faddle around, you keep kind of right in that seesaw of being clear and then not clear, and yeah, you thought you got it understood, and then you're like, holy smokes, I don't have it understood, right? Those kind of wavering thoughts, that's the journey I'm on right now, or exactly the phase of the journey that I'm on. I'm certain that it gets much more exciting and thrilling and joyful later on, because quite honestly, it can't be all this exhausting. Like, holy smokeroonies. This is really exhausting. It's like a frickin' mental marathon that keeps going and going and going. It's not a 24-mile marathon. This is a day-to-day, month-to-month, year-to-year journey. And the path that you're running on just kind of alters a bit. But you're still on a journey of growth. I'm hoping to kind of just sit for a moment. I have been sitting for a moment in boredom, actually. That's an interesting phase of this. But I'm hoping to experience some pretty kick-ass manifestations. Like I have experienced instant manifestations, kind of more so recently than ever before. I'm sure I've done instant manifestations before, just naturally, we all do. But it was never like conscious. It was not a visually, or I couldn't acknowledge what I was seeing to what I had been practicing and what I know of, right? So anyhow, I now know that I'm doing some instant manifesting, and it's pretty cool. Like it's really cool. The truth about manifestation is, like you all know, you have a desire. Hey, I want to do this. I want this. because you think doing it or having it would lead to more joy. That's typically why people want things. And everything happy, enjoyable could be resorted down to the form of the word joy. Anyhow, so you get my point on this one. So I knew all these rules before, but never did I get it until right now, this last part. Of course, you identify something that you want to try or have because you think it will bring you joy. And then you visualize as much as possible down to sense, down to feelings, down to interactions, leaving very specific details out, like people's names, a specific person. So if you like a person and you want that kind of person, that particular person to come in your life, you're better off asking to have a very similar persona and appearance come into your life like the person, right? So you're leaving that up to the universe to find somebody like that person that you will be attracted to. Anywho, so you essentially meditate for a couple minutes on the things you want. A couple minutes is all you need, as long as you can get really visual, and have some really good, feel good feelings about what it would be like to experience those things. And then the last part. You get off the subject. You leave it alone. You don't think about it anymore. You let the universe do what the universe does. The universe finds many ways to make that dream come true for you. But this is the imperative part that I have heard a gazillion times, but I never really realized how important it is. Getting off the subject and not having another thought about it, not worrying about when could it possibly happen, what did I do it right, that message, did that mean something, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it could go on, right? What we do to ourselves, all the what ifs. So you want to not do that. Don't think about the item anymore. Let's just say you want a red Corvette. Like the song, Little Red Corvette. Sorry. My voice is horrible to begin with, and I have a sore throat for some reason. Let's say you want a red Corvette, right? As soon as you put that out there, you're driving your red Corvette. It's amazing. It's yours, free and clear. You have so much fun driving it around. Blah, blah, blah. And then you get off the subject. You do not think about the red Corvette again until the red Corvette shows up. Sorry. Watering and doing this is very difficult. Okay. Then you don't think about the red Corvette again until it's actually yours. And then when it shows up as actually yours, you're like, holy mother of pearl, there's my red Corvette. I haven't thought about that in 2 weeks. I haven't thought about that in a week. I haven't thought about that in 2 months. I haven't thought about that in a year, right? It just all depends on how you fast and how long you stay off the subject. If you find yourself going back to that red Corvette before it's actually in your hands, then you're slowing the process down. I promise you. That is the key to this manifestation. And, there still will be a little bit of the delay, especially on whatever you ask. If it's more of a serious nature, there will be a delay. By the universe finding the least risque way to provide you with what you're needing, the possibilities of what you need, want, or what you want. It's pretty cool. It's like I'm seeing things manifest right after I think about it, within seconds after I think about it. I'm like, Holy crapola. I just said that in my head like 2 seconds ago. Holy crap. That's so cool, right? So that's what I'm finding. And when I broke it down to when that's happening, because it's happened enough now to have gathered enough information to have formed a pattern, it's always when I have asked for something or wondered about something, and then gotten off the subject and did not return to it. Didn't think about it for even a second longer. They have instantly manifested answers to what I had been asking. It's pretty cool. I could work with people and teach them how to do it. It's ultimately what I am as a coach. There's a new coaching program that I've designed too that brings in a variety of techniques and elements that are quick hits and what I describe as easy ways of healing somebody or having somebody heal themselves. This process that I've designed that I haven't yet brought out to publicize yet. This process I've designed of coaching, a person could learn the process themselves and heal themselves, and or they could actually decide to be healers themselves and administer this type of coaching and heal people that want to be healed. Right. Yeah. Who doesn't want that? Who wouldn't want that, right? And then it's only you only coach somebody if they have asked to be coached and they want to be coached. You don't force coaching on people. I actually had to learn that the hard way, quite honestly. I am my current corporate world life, I am in a position where I have to formally coach people in the industry, and the hard truth is most of those people that I interact with in the corporate world don't want to be coached. So I literally had to learn this the hard way. Those are cool lessons learned, though. I just love this. I'm out here watering my desert. I'm at the tail end of it now. I just love it. These are the really old, Palo Verde trees that they were these my gigantic beasts, bushy beasts when I got here to the land. And I went out with my own hands and my pruners, and I pruned down all the Palo Verdes that were, I don't even know how old this beautiful creature is. I'm going to assume, I don't know, actually I don't know. I have no idea. If I had to guess, at least 50 years, but maybe 150 years. I have no idea. The base of this is, the base of this is probably 20 inches in diameter, probably at least. So it's old. And I pruned it with my own hands and trimmers. Jeez, it was a lot of work. It was very fulfilling, though. I loved it. I apologized to the tree for trimming it up, but if we were going to live together, You had to be more presentable, and I had to be able to upkeep you and keep all the plants underneath you healthy too. I talk to my plants all the time. I wonder how many people talk to their plants, even if the plant owner is not all woo-woo like me. I think there's a lot of like square people that are not woo-woo at all that are into talking to their plants. I like that. That means they're open-minded. All right. Well, I think I got my message out. Oh, to cut it down, shut it down, shut it down. Okay, bye. Light and love to you. Take care.